On the 2nd of August 1990, Iraq invaded its rival oil exporting neighbour, Kuwait. The invasion was widely condemned, and 4 days later, the United Nations Security Council unanimously approved a trade embargo against Iraq. A blockade of Iraq's access to the sea followed within weeks, as the United States assembled a large multinational task force in the Persian Gulf. By the end of 1990, the coalition force numbered some 40,000 troops from 30 countries. Australia was one of the first nations to join. Australian warships conducted blockade operations in the Persian Gulf, forming part of a protective screen around the United States Navy's aircraft carrier battle groups. Australia also provided a supply vessel, 4 medical teams, and a mine clearance diving team for explosive ordnance and demolition tasks. The UN Security Council set the 15th of January 1991 as the deadline for an Iraqi withdrawal from Kuwait. When Iraq failed to comply, coalition forces began an air bombardment of Iraqi targets. Within 4 days, they had destroyed the Iraqi invading forces and driven the remnants out of Kuwait, although the Iraqis retained significant military strength intact in Iraq. After more than a month of air attacks, the coalition's ground forces moved against Iraqi positions in Kuwait and in Iraq itself. The magnitude and decisiveness of these strikes destroyed what was left of Iraq's capacity to resist, and soon Baghdad radio announced that Iraq's armed forces had been ordered to withdraw from Kuwait to the positions they had occupied before August 1990. 2 days after the order, the coalition ceased hostilities and declared victory. At this conclusion, 75 Australian personnel were sent to northern Iraq to assist in the provision of humanitarian aid to Kurds living in the UN-declared exclusion zone, while ships of the Royal Australian Navy remained on station to enforce UN sanctions. This was the beginning of the Australian Navy's decades-long commitment to the Persian Gulf and Middle East region.